Hello, my name is Chris, and if you are a first-time viewer to my channel, I hope you'll enjoy it. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. This Sorento is a mid-size SUV that has a third row. The exterior styling is good for the category with no harsh cut lines and excellent proportions. I propose this is what Pilot should have looked like. The conservative but elegant style got compliments from people who I presented this truck to. Kia can make tasteful looking products. You buy a mid-size SUV for the space, and Sorento delivers when the third row is down especially. Sitting in back, there is sufficient room, and the second row is really the best seat in the house with the panoramic roof and high seats. In front, same story, so much space. The quality SUV buyers love are the convenience and that you sit up high and have a commanding view of traffic. And you feel safer as most cars around you look so much smaller. I got an all-equipped model and it felt that way. I liked the HK sound system, which comes with CarPlay and Auto, though the infotainment was difficult to use. The seats were comfy with awesome leather, though Pilot does edge Sorento. The steering wheel felt good in hand with a hefty feel, and the drivetrain felt substantial. The haptic quality was good, that is to say, how things feel when you touch them. There is a full safety suite, and the dynamic headlights were a nice touch. They turn as you turn. There are 8 versions available, and there are 2 engines available, though I certainly recommend the optional 6-cylinder that I drove. Clearly, the main competitor of Sorento is the Honda Pilot, which is also based on comfort, and that is also a very good vehicle. I must also say, all of Sorento's competitors are very good, and you should try them before buying. Kia's 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty is a nice touch, and don't forget that when you're cross-shopping. I think the Sorento exterior is classy, the ride is comfortable and quiet on the highway, and the whole thing felt so solid. Mine is an all-wheel drive with a V6 that makes 290 horsepower and 252 pounds of torque with an 8-speed automatic transmission. The whole powertrain was very assertive. It does 12.5 liters in the city and 9.7 on the highway, or 1924 mpg, and I did 10.2 liters during my week with it, mostly highway. Sorento, in my opinion, edges many of its competitors in exterior appearance and value, making it a top-tier choice in the category. Here are my thoughts on the road. Hello car lovers, driving the 2019 Kia Sorento. Right off the bat, I find on the outside this looks very good. If you're into conservative styling that doesn't draw attention to itself but is tastefully done, I think this is very good. On the inside, the drive, well, it's very comfortable. The suspension is soft, somewhat molasses-like, but not quite as molasses-like as the Honda Pilot that I drove, some of you may remember. But very, very reassuring, assertive. It's got a really nice suspension. I'm driving here in Montreal's shitty roads, and I could see the difference right away. It was like, it was very comfortable. Really good stuff. What about on the inside? Well, on the inside, what stands out, I think, is the high level of luxury. Normally, these mid-size SUVs are usually more or less the same in terms of interior quality as their intermediate sedan brothers. So for example, when you get a Pilot, you're expecting kind of like an Accord-like interior. And I find many of these SUVs, these mid-sized SUVs, fall just a bit short. I would say that for the case of this Sorento, it's practically at the same level as Optima. I'll give you an example. The Napa leather seats, the awesome steering wheel, the incredible sound system, the touch points, the engine, everything is very high level in here. It's not the same engine as the Optima, but I'm trying to say is that the experience here is either equal or better than the Optima. What are the things that stand out about this interior? Well, there's lots of room, but then again, so do all its rivals, with the exception of the Mazda CX-9. It has, I find, a really nice, easy ergonomic, with the exception of the infotainment, which I find is a little bit complex to use. I don't find it's very intuitive. There's small buttons in terms of like the in-screen buttons. However, the hard button controls are high level, really have a good feel. The seats are made out of a Nappa leather, really comfortable, cooled too. Right now, cool my balls off. I was very comfortable in them. I drove for like an hour during this week, and after an hour straight, my back was feeling great. So soft and comfortable. What about the drivetrain? Well, this is why I think the Sorento is very strong. They've chosen to go with the V6 in the higher end models, and with this transmission, it feels very assertive. Like when you accelerate, you don't have to press a lot. I've noticed maybe they could even soften it up. I'm in comfort mode now, and I find the gas pedal a little bit snappy, but nevertheless, it's very assertive. And that kind of like right now, whether you're on the gas or whether you're braking, there's just a feeling of quality I just find that perhaps some of its rivals are lacking. The sound system plays really well. High level. In fact, it was playing so well that it made me wonder, because this is really full of glass, right? And you'd think that in a reflective environment, the sound quality usually diminishes. The trebles get kind of like ringy, and I found myself touching the glass here to see if there was not some, I don't know, anti-reflective coating or something. No, it feels like regular glass, and it just plays really good. So that's pretty awesome. So overall, where does this vehicle stand? Well, it certainly stands on the conservative dash comfortable side. I think it competes squarely with Honda Pilot. I think I would argue that this vehicle, and this of course personal taste, looks better than Honda Pilot on the outside, and on the inside it is at least as good as Honda Pilot, if not perhaps a little bit better. You could credit the Pilot with having probably the best seats in class, that easy to use Honda style, but I think everything else is pretty much either equal or in favor of Sorento. This Kia Sorento is really at the head of the pack in terms of like the comfort mission, and definitely a must test drive if you are shopping for a midsize SUV. And that is the review. By the way, if you like this review, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. And if you really like it, you should subscribe. I come out with about 4 videos a month, sometimes more. They're both in English and in French. And that is it.